Thank you, folks. You fired up? You ready to go? Let's do it. Let's do it. Thank you all very much. What a great night. And like Patty, it is great to see all of you here. It is like Old Home Week, and we're so glad that so many of you could come from all over the state to join us. So welcome, Iowa Democrats. I also want to thank Patty for the very kind introduction and for everything that she brings to the team every single day. I feel extremely fortunate to have such a trusted and capable advisor and lieutenant governor. The Culver and Judge families have become very close over these years, and I truly value their friendship. So to Joe and John and Patty, thank you. I also want to thank my lovely wife, Mary, whose love and support has helped me every step of the way. You have been an incredible mother. You have been an incredible mother to our two wonderful kids, Claire and John, and you're doing some outstanding work helping women and children all across this state. So thank you, dear. I would also like to thank our terrific congressional delegation and their staffs for all of their hard work, especially in disaster recovery. Congressman Boswell, Braley, and Loebsack, you have all been great partners, and I thank you very much. To our legislative leaders and elected officials up and down the ballot, I simply say thank you very much for your public service. Finally, I want to acknowledge Chairman Kiernan, Vice Chair Sue Dvorsky, Central Committee members, volunteers, and the staff at the Iowa Democratic Party. You're doing a great job, and what a wonderful night and a record-setting night here at the JJ. Thank you all very much. And what a wonderful night. Tonight we have the honor and privilege to hear from our new Vice President of the United States of America and great friend of Iowa, Joe Biden. Just think about it. In one short year, we went from the failed policies of George Bush and Dick Cheney to the rebirth of hope and opportunity for America, led by Barack Obama and Joe Biden. And you know what? The change that we hope for, is fast becoming a reality. And as we speak, the United States Senate gathers to get the votes on health care reform, and we've made more progress on this issue in the past 11 months than we've made on this issue in the last century. Now the finish line is in sight. And with great leaders like Tom Harkin leading the charge, I am confident that we will get real health care reform signed into law in the weeks ahead. When Patty and I were elected 3 years ago, we promised to do all we could every single day to move this great state forward. And despite many obstacles, including some from our opponents across the aisle, we have delivered on our promises. As you've heard, we've increased the minimum wage, we've increased teacher pay, and increased access to early childhood education for 12,000 students across Iowa. We've expanded health care to 36,000 children. We've lifted that restrictive ban on stem cell research. We've kept our promise. We've kept our promise to the men and women who wear the uniform. We've helped our veterans go to college. We've helped them keep their homes and hold on to their jobs after they've been deployed overseas. And you know what? We've invested $100 million to renovate the Iowa Veterans Home so that these veterans can retire with the honor and dignity that they deserve. We've started the Iowa Power Fund to make Iowa the national leader in renewable energy. We've created more than 2,000 new green-collar jobs of the future. And in 2009, we will be generating 15% of all of our power in Iowa from renewable sources, #1 in the world per capita. This also means that Iowa will become one of the few states in America in just a few short years to become a net exporter of energy, something that will create more jobs and stimulate our economy. But as you know, a great deal of our focus has been on flood recovery. Just last week, I was proud to announce that more than $3.5 billion in disaster funds have been secured for Iowa to date. And you know what? This didn't happen by accident. We have worked tirelessly with the Obama administration, with our congressional delegation, and as many as 20 federal agencies to successfully bring these funds home. This will allow us to completely rebuild our public infrastructure that was devastated by the floods of 2008, including the campus at the University of Iowa. It will allow us to assist homeowners and business owners so they can get back on their feet. It will allow us to rebuild entire cities and towns. And this will allow us to help more than 3,000 Iowans whose homes were destroyed by the floods to have a new home again. We focused on job creation, and our hard work has brought nearly 2,000 good-paying jobs at companies like IBM and Google to Iowa. We've made major investments in our infrastructure of nearly $1 billion through iJobs to modernize our entire state's infrastructure. It will allow us to create jobs, quickly rebuild from the floods, and stimulate economic growth at a time when we desperately need it. And we've built one of the best business climates and fastest growing economies in the country. And don't just take my word for it. Iowa has recently been rated as the 4th best state in America to do business, and it has the 2nd best place in the country for overall economic health.